Welcome back to That Shiro Life podcast. I'm your host, Burnett Sherman, and this is episode 16 in season 2, which is the call to adventure. Now, I'm going to be experimenting in these last few episodes of this season with the format, the content, and length of the episode. So I'd love to hear from you about whether you like it and what you might like about it. Or if you don't like it, why? So I'm still going to be talking about the call to adventure, but in the rest of this season, I'll be talking about it in relationship to fitness and wellness and health for women in midlife and menopause. So if you're a midlife woman or in the menopause window, stick around. And you may also want to check out my Menopause Mojo offerings at thatshirolife.com. And I'm going to try to keep these shorter. We'll see. My goal is to take some of the barriers that we might have about saying yes to our call to adventure around wellness and starting a wellness journey in these last few episodes. And this week, I'll be talking about time. This idea that we don't have enough time to commit to working out or eating better. Now, if I were your coach, I'd remind you that we make time for the things we're interested in, the things we want to do. And if we don't want to commit to moving more or eating healthier, there's likely something else beneath that. So I challenge you to ask yourself the question of why don't you want to commit, or why do you feel there isn't enough time? And if you legitimately are saying, I would do it, I want to do it, but I can't find the time, and that's a different question. And there I'd say, what are you using your time to do currently? And really try to look at where you can fit something in when you might not feel like you can fit in one more thing. So next time you're laying in bed scrolling at night before you go to sleep, open up your Notes app and do this exercise because it might help you figure out where you've got some time. You're going to open that Notes app, start writing down the things you did just that day with the time blocks you did them. For example, you might say you woke up at 6, got ready for your day. That was 6 to 7. You did carpool, drove to work 7 to 8. You worked from 8 to 5. Then you came back home through your commute, and that was 5 to 5:45. And then you made dinner from 6 to 6:30 and 6:30 to 7. And then you had to take the kids to their sports or activities, and that was a 7 to 9 activity. You get the point. But keep going until when you're doing this exercise, lying in bed. How accurate is it? That's one thing to really consider. How accurate is it? Are there gaps? What did you do while your child was running around or dancing or tumbling or kicking or whatever activity that they're doing? What were you doing? And when you're done, can you spot 5, 10, or 15 minutes in the day that you could give yourself for your health? They don't even have to be consecutive. They don't have to be all together. There is a lot of power in 5 minutes. What could you do in 5 minutes to support your health and wellness? A 5-minute walk, saving a few healthy recipes. Go search for them, save them. That's 5 minutes. Do a few sets of resistance exercises. What else could you do in just 5 minutes to support your wellness? So your call to adventure, Shiro, this week is to find just 5 minutes each day to give to your health and wellness, to invest in yourself. Let me know what you can do in those 5 minutes that you found. Send me a message through my website, thatshirolife.com. I want to know how you're spending your 5 minutes. I'd love to know because it may help other people figure out, I could do that in 5 minutes too. Now you'll notice that I'm not adding what I've been adding before, which is the affirmation or the message at the end of this episode. I need to experiment with, whether anyone even notices that it's not there or misses it. And in the meantime, if you really want to, you can go back and listen to the messages I gave in the first 15 episodes. And if you actually want to hear them going forward, please leave a comment on the podcast, like the podcast, follow the podcast. Let me know you exist. Please, I would love to know that you exist. All right, that's it, Shiro. I'm hoping I kept this short enough. But thanks for listening again to That Shiro Life podcast. I'm Burnett Sherman. May you have an epic adventure. Bye-bye.